There's an old saying out there. You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time around. So you should, invest in the quality of those people that you find around and make sure that they aren't negative people. Make sure they aren't toxic people. Make sure that they aren't self-absorbed, narcissistic characters. And you should be avoiding negative people. People that are just going to drag you down. People that don't want to see you succeed. People that are envious of your success. People who just want you to maintain the status quo. They don't want to see a change because they're just happy the way you are. They have a certain frame of mind. They have your stability in mind. You do something consistently, they don't want that changed, okay? They just want you to be who you are in perpetuity forever because their frame of mind can't accept that other people want to succeed in life. And those are the type of people, regardless if they're friends, if they're long-term friends, if they're family, if they're spouses, you don't want those people around you, okay? And like I said, you are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time of. So make use of those slots and install positive people, not negative people. So how do you avoid them? Okay. Barton Goldsmith from the Tribune News Service has 8 handy tips to stay away. So we got another top something or other list. Top 8 this time. We had a 5 and an 11 and something else earlier in the week as well. So why not just a nice round number like 8 to end the week? Sure. So, when life hands me lemons, I don't try to make lemonade. You just throw them at the sky and curse God and wonder, why? Why did I get lemons? Nah, just kidding. I usually make my way to the nearest exit, and I deal with the real pain of people every day. Oh my gosh, you should find yourself in a different circle. Or maybe you're also a negative person. You should just stop complaining. So, what are you going to do to avoid negative people? Stay off social media. Based. Much easier said than done. Not really. It's nearly impossible for the author to do so they just, thrive in this disastrous scene? Anyways, if you just want to kick out of it and you just want to see what you're missing out, just log into Twitter, okay? Just see what the trending topics are, and then it'll just let you know that it's not a place that you want to be, okay? I don't use Instagram for anything, but I'd imagine the feed is probably just people just showing off their unrealistic, oh yeah, I'm just living my best life, but all of those photographs are properly curated. Those pages aren't real representations of these people's lives, okay? Your blue checkmark accounts, they're so properly curated, and that's a business, okay? That's like opening up the pages of a Sears catalog. Ancient reference, I know, and then expecting to see real life people doing real life things. It's not a representation of life, okay? So stay off social media, or use it sparingly, or use it as a tool to grow and market your business. Just don't stay on it all the time, because nothing can come out of it that's beneficial by just worthlessly scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Steer clear of angry acquaintances. Yeah, people should stay acquaintances if they aren't going to be helping you. Okay. Sometimes people you don't really know get angry with you. Neighbors, old schoolmates, even friends or former friends that may get in your face and they may create distance from you. I prefer the latter and demand that if they try the former, all right. Honestly, see somebody tries to spark your ire, you just hit the off switch and you just wave and you leave. Yeah, exactly. If somebody wants to play a pity game, if somebody wants to raise their emotions for something that really, and if we just examine it, probably doesn't really have that much to do with anything of consequence. Start to see those people, you just, okay, cool, bye. And you're not about that. Just live your life, okay? Just put blinders on and avoid these people, because if they aren't just total narcissists, eventually they're just going to shed off naturally. Number 3, ask for a sit down when a family member gets upset and projects it onto you. Or just avoid that family member. It's pretty simple, okay? If they're just a constant wellspring of negativity, you don't have to talk to them, okay? And eventually when they start to ask you, oh, why aren't you coming around? Oh, why don't you want to talk? Well, maybe because every other word out of your mouth is a disaster and it's just negativity and you're tough to be around. Then you can have that conversation. But until then, distance between you and that person is the best thing you can do. Set limits when you need to. Exactly. For example, do you know a constant complainer? If so, just don't be around them. And then again, just put them in that cycle as well and save you the time. Number 5, value kindness over connections. No, value genuine or authenticity. Value a genuine person, okay, over somebody who can do something for you. Because somebody who can just do something for you, you're just using them. That makes you no better than that negative person. And kindness is fleeting. Okay? Be a stand-up person. You will attract stand-up people. Number 6, always be ready to leave the party. Yep, exactly. Okay? Don't be beholden to the whims of other people. Enjoy a nice social gathering, but when things get out of hand, usually too much alcohol and the energy of the room can go negative fast. Yep, just always ready that Irish goodbye and just exit stage right. Choose your friends wisely. Yep, exactly. And if you keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over again, it's, oh my gosh, all of my friends, they all suck all the time. And everybody I work with always sucks all the time. Maybe at some point or another, at one time, you're going to realize that, maybe the one person in common is you. Maybe that's the case. Okay, maybe you have some things that you need to fix on as well. And avoid curmudgeons and misanthropes if you can. These are the type of people that don't like to do anything and continue to complain about it. Yep, it's like that old story about the dog who sits on the porch and just whines and complains about the thorn in their paw. And then, as the story goes, the person who noticed the dog just whining on the porch, okay, asks the owner of the dog who's sitting there in the rocking chair as well, and it's like, what's wrong with your dog? Thorn in the paw. Why doesn't the dog fix that? Why doesn't the dog just pull it out? It's like, it's enough of an inconvenience where they'll complain about it, but they don't want to do anything about it. Some people just enjoy pulling the victimhood card. Oh, there was something bad that happened. Oh, I've had a hard life. Oh, I was bullied when I was a kid. Therefore, that means that I'm just going to lash out irrationally. It doesn't make any sense now, does it? Some people just like to complain because that gives them attention, but then that also speaks to a much deeper seated psychological problem in and of themselves. So avoid curmudgeons, avoid negative people by avoiding negative people, getting ready to leave the situation if it turns negative, and then also set boundaries and maintain your frame. Seems pretty simple now, doesn't it? Don't let those people ruin your life and infect anything that you're trying to accomplish, okay? Because if you're aiming up, everybody that's around you should also be aiming up as well. Be around people that want to see you succeed. Don't be around a bunch of people that just want to stay the same or just pull you back down, because if they aren't aiming up, they're aiming down. There is no middle ground. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.